Hello YouTube, and today we are back with another poker video. We're going to be watching every single hand of my heads up match to win my biggest win ever, and I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to improve your heads up game. He's going to instantly raise with 10 deuce. Even heads up, I try not to defend those kind of hands. Checking my bounties. Basically, this heads up is for like $400, so huge heads up. And he is raising every hand. We are kind of tightening up because of it. Trying to wait for a decent hand here. Queen 8 suited's decent. Oh man. And he checks back though, and when it hits a third club, even with no club, we also have an open ender. Try and steal that one. Definitely gonna raise Jack 10. I don't limp heads up ever. I just raise a frick ton, and I just think it's better because then the opponent might fold. And if he calls and you hit, you win a bigger pot. And we're hoping this open ender hit. Really hoping. He's going to lead out, which really felt like a 9. We got this little queen 10 action going. He's going to bet again, and even for a quarter pot, like you'll see, like he kept doing that a lot. Not picking up hands in the beginning. King 5 and just miss. I'm good. All right, we got a pair. We'll go all in. You probably can defend queen deuce suited. I decided not because my opponent was a little more aggressive post flop. Now, I might have messed this up a little bit, but we're going to bet small. And we're actually going to check back. I was pot controlling a little bit. And yeah, I just call like... You probably could get the money in there with the trips, but I was pot controlling a little bit. I try to wait for spots all in pre-flop spots where I have just like ace high or big pairs normally. And back to no hands. Queen 7 offsuit is definitely a defend. You don't like it, but you do defend it. And just fold when you miss. King 7 suited, definitely a raise. Dang, the pocket jacks didn't hold. I was probably not caring at all. Just a freaking nothing ball. I was slightly thinking about calling, but frick that. Pretty much picking up nothing. And I was playing probably a little too tight. But get ready for the adjustments. 9-10 off, nope. 2-3, nope. We'll pick something up. Ace 8. This is what I mean. Just I like to wait for a nice ace high or pair and just rip. Now that we are 10 bigs, it's easier to up the aggression because how our opponent is thinking is he does not want to accidentally double us up. He is gonna wait for a good hand. Like, he's gonna be way too scared. And this is him adjusting now. Like, he's starting to limp now. We're really hoping he re-raises. Nope. He's just gonna fold. And yeah, now with him limping, it's not as nice, but he decides to start limping mainly just because I started all-inning a lot at his raises. And he's limping in to try to trap me to get me to move all in and him have a good hand. At the time, I did not know this. Oh yeah, this is a really shitty spot. You could probably call if you really think he's bluffing, but I did not think he was bluffing. Oh yeah, here we go. Disconnect time. Gonna edit that out. And he blinded us out for maybe 6 hands and we were gone for a full 3 minutes. So he was definitely using his time bank to make sure that we did not lose. But it's going to unleash a force in me when I come back from that. I'm just going to start going crazy. Like, every hand is all in. Pretty much, heads up, you do want to play very aggressive. Because it makes your opponent have to, like, tighten up. And you just take all his chips. And then when you do have a big hand, he might call. This is a really tough spot to come back from, but basically, you just got to keep going for it, bro. Like, if you want to win still, like, don't blind out. Like, that's the last thing you want to do, heads up. If you start folding a bunch, you're toast. Because you're never going to build up a stack. By the time you get another hand that you want to go all in with, you're going to lose all the money that you earned from the last hand. Don't want to all in everything, though. You still want to try to have a queen or king or preferably an ace even if you can. But we don't have that kind of time, so we have to go with some random hands. Gotta go with ace 8 here. And this is like the only move that he makes that I don't like. Like, I don't know what he was doing there. I think he was just thinking that maybe I was all-inning so much that queen 8 might be good. I don't know. It's actually amazing that his limp traps did not work. Because, like, looking back, like, I was all in with all kinds of shit, bro. Like, I don't know. Oh, queen 7. And he's going to go in with 4s. I don't hate it, but that's the sucky thing about 4s is you are flipping with a lot of things. But I could definitely have ace 4, even king 4 in my range, so I don't hate his call there. And yeah, there's a limp trap, and I actually have it this time, like... Pretty lucky, if you ask me, considering all... You've seen all the shit I had last time I was doing that. And now we have the upper hand. Now it's just to close it out, which... Do a little tiny bet to try to stop him from hitting a 4th diamond. But the fourth diamond does come, and he is not, I'm not calling that. Pretty much, you want to have a good heads up game, because it's one of the hardest steps to winning a tournament. If you need practice playing heads up, you can play like micro stakes sit and goes. They are pretty good for practice because they're cheap, pretty profitable, and basically you can just get yourself into the mindset that you're already at the final table. Like, that's how I used to play sit and goes. I would just play them like a final table. Heads up, you want to have a pretty wide range for the most part, because if you're too tight, you're going to blind out. See, even like 5-8. Oh, wow, I actually folded. And wow. Through that, he is caught back up. We're going to throw in one of these little squeeze his limps. We're hoping something happen. He's going to call. We're going to try and make it look like a range bet here. I'm going to go smallish. Nope. Big, another big hand. He's going to fold. It also helps to know like how your opponent is playing heads up. Like against this particular opponent, I'm playing really aggressive for the most part because he's not re-raising me a lot, and he's limping in a lot. He's pretty passive. I say that and he moves all in at us. He's not like crazy passive, but he's not crazy aggressive, so we're being the more crazy aggressive one. And with a king, we can definitely bet here. Targeting Queen X. You want to bet small, though, because you got to imagine yourself having a queen there. You're not going to call a big bet. All right, pocket queens. He moves all in, and it's history. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe.